WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I don't think I ever studied a logo as much as I did this weekend, Robin. I studied the Hiers-Baxley logo so I could draw it on the drawing a crowd thing we're doing.
Nice. Speaking of which, I did not know what an artist you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
I was quite impressed. Was that like what was that video? What is that called?
Fast?
No, yeah, but
time-lapse photography.
That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Time-lapse video, but Larry actually did all the drawings.
Yeah,
I
figured it was an hour and a half. It was about an hour and a half.
Was it
And then I
really?
speeded it up like 20%. Well, 20 times. 20 times, that's what it was.
Well, I had no idea what an artist you are.
Well, thank you.
How impressive.
I appreciate that.
Amazing.
I'm
He's doing a good job.
I can't wait for this to be done, though, this fundraiser. It's
It's wearing you out?
Taking up all my time, yes.
Every day
yes.
from 6 a.m. on the weekends.
Oh,
and
my God.
every afternoon to the evening.
But, this was for Hiers-Baxley. And what I love about the philosophy of what you all do is it's a celebration of life. A lot of times people think of funeral homes and cemeteries as, that's
Doom and gloom.
But you guys really do. You guys really help us understand to the point, I hope, gosh, I don't want to assume, so I don't want to say something.
No.
But when I do, I hope everybody says, this guy was fun. I hope that's what they say.
Well, we're going to make sure that happens.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. No, we really are.
She's got your plot all picked out.
That's right.
I know people get sad, but
It's going to be a party.
Try to limit it, all right? Just say
It's supposed to be,
you have 5 minutes to be sad, then the buzzer goes off and says, okay, you're done with Larry said only 5 minutes.
We have people do that.
You do?
And they'll say, like if it's a Jimmy Buffett fan or whatever, they'll be like, okay, wear your parrot headgear. Exactly. They'll play the music.
Really?
We have that Share Life wall where it's not just a picture, but it's almost like smell-o-vision. It is.
What do you smell?
Whatever you want. So if it's a beach scene in the background,
really?
It's like suntan lotion and the smell of
That always reminds me of girls,
Nice.
though. When I smell suntan lotion, I always think of girls. Sorry.
Yeah, but that's good.
That is
When
good
you're a man,
for
it's
me.
a
happy
That's
thought.
good.
There you go.
Very happy.
But like if you're a golfer, it can smell like fresh cut grass of the green.
Oh, that reminds me of
Yeah.
cutting the grass. I don't want that.
Yeah,
one.
you don't want that
Nah.
We'll have to think. We might
hate
have to
going-
dream up a special scent for you, Larry. I'm a little afraid of what it might be, but Robin will be on it.
Special scent. I'll be dead.
Very, very scary.
Ay. Barbara Carbaugh is who you're listening to right there and looking at. If you're looking at the video, the streaming thing.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barbara. You are, according to my notes, the Community Outreach Manager for Hiers-Baxley Funeral Services in
Yes.
Highland Memorial Park, and you've got some things to talk about. The Memorial Day picnic. You have a car show coming up.
Yep.
So,
So
how are you doing?
I'm good.
Did you have a
It's
good
nice
Mother's
to see
Day?
you. I did have a very nice Mother's Day with my girls.
Nice.
how many girls do you have?
2. One just graduated from UF with a degree in speech pathology, and she's moving on to grad school at USF.
Oh, good for
Wow.
her.
to
You don't look
complete
old
that.
enough.
Thank you.
And
That's so
how
sweet
old
of
is
you.
your other one?
Freshman in high. Well, she finishes her freshman year at St. John on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
How about that?
Wow.
Great
wow.
school.
So good time. Did you eat? What did you eat for Mother's Day?
I probably shouldn't say, but we went to a very nice local restaurant that is under publicized. They're on the square, and fabulous food. The atmosphere was fantastic. Jazz brunch.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yesterday, I had a memory. I was doing my mom has passed away, so I was putting videos up just to say
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. And
Right.
and one of them, we were talking about, Rob and I were talking about how much my mother used to like, cheese, the deep fried mozzarella sticks or
mozzarella
whatever.
sticks.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she used to love them.
She
Right.
loves
So did
those.
you have some in honor of her?
No, I need to go get some though.
Yes, you do. One day late.
I was here doing artwork, so
Yes.
yeah.
That drawing again.
Yeah. June 1st. It'll be the
Well, and,
Yes, it'll be done.
and for Hiers-Baxley, it was a little girl catching butterflies.
Right.
So-
Butterfly release.
Yeah.
We're going to frame it,
Are you really?
Absolutely.
Well, we got to get a good picture of it then for you, so you can.
Yeah, we'll get a good picture and then
Yeah, we want to
email
frame it
to you as
and have it in the lobby of the main location on the boulevard.
Oh my gosh, Robin, we got to get a good picture of it.
Yes, we
Yeah.
will.
You know
We
where
would
it's
like
on?
to
It's
do-
on a big scroll right now.
Right, but isn't there a way for us to do that? I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we'll figure it
So
out.
we'd like
take
to
a
do that.
because we did that for the Humane Society. Someone
Yeah.
asked that we do that, so we took a really good shot of it and then converted it to the printable, a GIF
Yeah.
or a TIFF, and they have it. And which we're going to be doing for everybody. That's on there, by the way. Everybody
Yeah.
that donated and contributed,
Yeah.
they'll each get their
We
own
would
picture
love to
that
have
high
that.
quality.
So tell me, let's talk about the picnic first. When is the picnic?
Okay, well, this year, Highland Memorial Day, it's our 9th annual Highland Memorial Day at Highland Memorial Park, which is 3 blocks north of the Cascades office complex
Yes.
on the boulevard, 1515 Northeast 3rd.
Street.
This is the 9th, yes, street. I should say street, not Ave. And this is our 9th annual, but it's 100% different. Well, I shouldn't say 100. Let's say 90% different. Because the number one thing is we're still honoring our veterans for Memorial Day. But this year, we are incorporating our first responders. They're our local heroes.
Oh, nice.
And, since
Yes.
9/11, they're defending our country as well.
Absolutely,
So we
yeah,
really want to
yeah.
honor them too. This is Police Week. They're doing a great OPD and Marion County Sheriffs. They're all working together, and they're doing a memorial on Thursday evening at the McPherson Complex at 7, if
Nice.
anybody wants to go to that. But those guys are working with us, and we're going to have a first responders showcase, which is some of the vehicles and things. What else are we doing? Oh, the car show. The car show is brand new. We want to get some families out. A lot of folks come to honor veterans, but a lot of times our younger families think more about going to the beach or out on the boat or whatever.
Sure,
Well, we're
sure.
trying to offer something for everybody. So we're going to have picnic in the park so folks can bring a lawn chair, camp chairs, blankets or whatever and sit out. We're going to have free hot dogs, but
Right,
we're also
right.
going to have some food trucks with some of the proceeds going to Wreaths Across America. And that's the same for the car show.
Nice.
Registration. Those registration fees are going to Wreaths Across America.
Okay, so the car
Nice.
show. Let's just jump to the car show for a second. When is the car show?
All of this is taking place on Memorial Day.
Oh, it all happens on the same day.
all of
Okay, I didn't
it's
realize
one big
that.
fun thing. So it's 10 a.m. to 1
Okay.
p.m. We're inviting everybody to bring their cars out. You can go to Hiers-Baxley.net. That's HIERS-BAXLEY.net. And you can get the registration form for the car show and more information. But I'm sure if they need more info, you guys will direct
You
them
have a
if they
band named Spade Cooley?
well, it's not my band, but these guys have opened for Charlie Daniels and
Oh,
a
wow.
lot of and they're somewhat local. I think they're out of Claremont.
But the
and
word
they-
spade.
Have you
I know.
asked them the question?
I haven't. I was good. I haven't met them in person. I've
Right.
only seen their videos and talked
Okay.
to them on the phone and emailed. So I figured that was a good question for in person because I'd love to know
Which
where that
question
name
are you
came
thinking
from.
of?
Probably the one you're thinking of.
Are you Spade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the question I
That's
have.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a coolie's a kind of dog, right?
I don't know.
I'm
It
not
is.
sure.
Somebody told me
Oh.
it's a kind of dog.
Okay.
So
What is it, like a cool collie or
I
something?
have no idea. Maybe we should Google that. But they do a great job. We've seen their videos, talked to them, and listened to them, and they're going to come out and they'll be doing some patriotic music as well.
Oh,
but they're kind of
wonderful.
country and classic rock mix. So we figure that sort of encompasses everybody's
Mm-hmm.
taste, hopefully.
How old are they?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't need to be
guys?
Spade if you get old enough.
Only you, Larry.
It all depends on the woman, though. I mean, if she
Yeah,
doesn't,
maybe
she's
Oh,
that's right.
childbearing
That's right, yeah.
age, you got to be
And-
careful.
Right. I don't know.
Thank you for
Larry.
the face.
Yeah.
Their face just
Only
said
you got
what I was
that.
thinking. Your face
Oh,
just.
my
Where's your
goodness.
accent from?
I'm a Floridian, believe it or not.
You are. You got
Yes.
like a New England or something.
I don't know. I got something, but I think it's just the mix of. I've lived here my entire life.
And
Shockingly.
Where? Not Ocala.
No, I was born in Ocala but raised in Tampa, Brandon area.
Okay.
And then I went to college at the University of Florida, and then here I am.
Did you ever go to Busch Gardens when it was a brewery?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
They would tell you the parrot could bite a broomstick in half,
Yeah.
and then he never would.
Right.
Right.
Why? That's so not fair.
That was horrible.
But then you used to be able to see the Clydesdales there too. They were there on a regular basis. Now they're just sometimes,
I
right?
don't remember that.
Far
for
and
some
few
reason.
between.
Yeah.
When you're doing the car show, do you have a criteria for the age of the cars or the way they look, or?
This year, we're just keeping it open to invite everybody to get out and just bring, it can be a truck, it can be a classic car, it can be whatever. We have an antique hearse that we're bringing, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm.
The horse-drawn one, or is it a?
Horse-drawn one.
It's a real one, but I think we have access to a horse-drawn one too, and we're thinking about bringing that as well.
Yeah, that
Did anybody
something.
ever request to be buried in their car? If you hear about these in the news now and then, no.
Not that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, a friend of ours passed away 30 decades ago. And
30 decades?
I'm sorry, 30 years. Sorry,
was gonna
3
say.
decades.
3 decades, 30 years.
Yeah, Mitchell, and he was buried there at Highland.
At Highland.
And he requested that his tank from his motorcycle was buried with him.
Oh,
So
really?
you guys
Wow.
did that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did that for him.
That's too sad. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
He didn't
Well, I
want you.
think it's cool. I don't think.
Did he
it's
know he was
sad.
going to die?
No, because he was coming back from Daytona with a couple of other bikers in a car across the center line and killed him.
Yeah.
So how did he know to tell you to bury him with
Well,
his
because that was always his thing. When if,
Oh.
so when he said, if anything happens
There's the
to me,
key,
I want to
Larry.
be buried with my
You
gas
have to
tank from my
tell
Harley.
people what you want in advance so that, you can be buried with your motorcycle gas tank if you want to.
And your scent.
What would you be buried with? That's right. What would you be buried with, Larry?
Oh my God!
Your headphones?
I don't know. No, headphones.
Your pencil from your pencil drawing?
The open switch, the remote control that opens the thing up so I can get out of there.
Okay.
That's what I want.
My stepdad wanted to have a phone buried with him, and my mother said, absolutely not, because every time the phone would ring, she would think it was him. So she said,
Oh
absolutely.
my gosh. Now, you would think that'd be a female to be buried with the phone. Most
but
men
no,
don't like the phone
It was
so
him,
much.
yeah. It was Al. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh!
But you guys do such a great job, and the
you.
park that you have there at Highland Memorial Park, you do things not just for the Remembrance Days, but you do it all year long. You invite people
Right.
to come. You have lunches to go.
Yeah,
or
we
you
have
can
a
eat
lot of
there.
different
You do
things, and-
Wonderful stuff.
And over the past year, we've been kind of evaluating what's the best way to get folks into the park just to see, what an asset it is. And so over the next year or so, we're going to be looking at different things where we can just utilize that space for groups, nonprofit groups that need to pull something together and
Right,
need a
right.
space for it. We have lots of participants this year. For example, the Young Marines, they are kind of like it's similar to ROTC, but they don't have to be at one particular school.
Right.
And those folks come all the time and do different things for our veterans. Like Veterans Day, they came and put
Yeah.
flags out for us.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be there again this year for Memorial Day. We just have a lot of opportunity to help in the community, and we want to do that as much as we can.
Yeah, one of the veterans who shows up regularly on Thursdays here used to be, I don't know, one of many guys who was in charge of Young Marines.
Yeah.
And we used to see him walking with them, and he told us stories of how the Young Marine participants would get their lives together, kind of like maybe they had problems at school, problems at home, and somehow something about that discipline helped them get their act together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I hear those stories. Roxanne, I believe it's Tweedy is her last name. She's the lady that I work with for Young Marines. And the nice thing about, originally I think this group was at North Marion High School, but then they opened it up and she's really kind of taken it on, and there's kids from all over the county involved in it. And it's a lot of times, you have some at-risk youth, and I'm not saying that's all this group does.
Sure,
but
yeah.
with at-risk youth, that's a great way, to pull them together and give them a little responsibility. They have a code that they all follow, including respecting authority, teachers, parents,
It's amazing how many things you are involved in the community. A lot of people hopefully realize it, but I'm guessing a lot of people don't realize how many things you're involved with.
With Hiers-Baxley?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We do a lot of things with hospice in Marion County, Kindred Hospice. There's any group that might serve a population in Marion County, we're interested in partnering with them.
How big
Because
is the area that the picnic is held? How many acres is the whole park?
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know the acreage of the park.
I mean, we're not
Next time I'm
picnicking
here, I'll
on
tell
dead
you.
people, right? I mean,
Oh, absolutely
no.
not. We have a huge area that is not
I
at
knew
all
that.
utilized for.
I just wanted you to say that.
Well, you know where.
Well, because some people don't know. They think, oh my gosh, I'm not having
I'm
a
not going
picnic.
to sit on top. I'm glad you said it because I didn't even think of people thinking that. But we are adjacent to the original city cemetery. We're sort of attached, and there's gates, through there. But then, where Fort King Middle School is?
Yeah. Yes.
Over on that side, we have a separate entrance, and we're actually going to be bringing people through that way. There's no grave sites at all for acres, as you come
And that's
in.
where the picnic is?
And that's where the picnic is. That's where the car show will be.
Oh, the entertainment
We've got a lot.
will be right there.
Right over there.
So if you have an old car or a classic car or just a car you want to show off,
that you think is pretty cool. I hear we're having some trucks. A friend just asked the other day if they could bring their monster trucks. I said, sure, why not?
Oh, that'll be nice.
well, that's awesome.
That'll be cool.
The car shows, they always have their hood open so that people can look at the engines.
Right.
Do you do this? I mean, do you look at engines when you walk through a car show? Because I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm supposed to know because I'm a guy.
Right.
I have no idea. Just, I'd rather look at the radio or something.
Me too. I don't look at the engine.
I have no
It's
idea
all
what I'm
about
looking at.
how it looks.
Presentation. Some guys have
Presentation.
mirrors on the under their hoods.
Yeah.
So you can.
It's a big deal for some.
It is.
Yeah.
It's quite a significant pastime. I did not know until we got involved in this.
What was your first car?
I inherited my brother's 1974 Toyota Corolla with no AC.
Oh my.
And it was 5-speed, so
Nice. I like a
What
ship.
color? Yellow?
it was faded silver. And the first time I drove it, I stalled 16 times at one stop sign. Because I
Oh, because of the
I'm
stick.
still trying to learn stick, yeah.
So if you saw that car at a car show, would it bring back nostalgia for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
What about you? What was your first car?
Well, my first car was a Comet. Well, who made the Comet? Mercury?
Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a Mercury Comet. And I can still smell it in my mind.
Yeah?
Talk about smells. Yeah. Yeah, it had that smell.
See?
I don't know what year it
Smell
was. It
is
must have been
tied to your memory.
late 60s, early 70s, I'm guessing. I don't know
Yeah.
what year it was, but it was old. So
Yeah, by the time I got it, it was pretty darn old, my first car. Yeah. By the time it got down to me.
What was your first car?
Oh, a 69 Camaro. I bought it in
Oh.
1975.
She had the cool car.
Yeah,
It
Of
was
the three of
used.
us.
It was
Yeah, but
used,
still.
but it had a 4-speed stick on it, and I loved it, so it was
Wow.
fun.
How long did you keep that?
I drove it till I couldn't drive it anymore.
Right.
Till the engine. But I think it was 10 years, yeah.
Wow.
I had it for 10 years. It was great.
Of all of the cars we've had, I bet you couldn't care less about having another one, right? The old car? You don't want that again, do you?
Oh, heck no.
I don't either, but I bet you Robert would like to have that old car again.
I would.
Yes. We would like to have her old car.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why is that car so?
I bought it for $1,000.
Back then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was good, 74. Yeah. When people want to register for the car show, can they go online and do everything?
Absolutely. Well, they can go to Hiers-Baxley.net, and the early bird registration was supposed to end today, the 15th. But because we came here, we'd like to extend it through to Friday.
Okay.
For the registration. And again, all those funds are going to Wreaths Across America, and you remember what that is, right?
Yes.
You know how Arlington Cemetery, they do the wreath laying?
That is
Yes.
such a wonderful thing you do.
Yes,
That
so
is-
we do it at Highland Memorial Park. We're an official site tied to Arlington, and we're just trying to raise money for that kind of in advance. It's another way to honor our veterans.
Because you outdid yourselves last time you did this.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
I think you filled in the gap. Wasn't there a few missing, and then you guys stepped up to the plate? Yeah.
Yes. So we're hoping to blow it out of the water again this year.
And you also do that with the Field of Flags. It is just
Exactly.
absolutely
That's when I was here
outstanding.
last year.
Absolutely.
Spade Cooley. I can't get over that name.
I know.
All right, so the picnic in the park, May 29th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm reading your flyer now.
10 a.m. to
obviously.
1 p.m., car show, free hot dogs and lemonade, and just come out with your family and enjoy a nice time. We're going to also honor, the most important thing is that we're going to be honoring our veterans and our local first responders, our heroes.
Do you need anything? Can I help you with anything? I can make tuna noodle salad.
Okay.
Just have to make sure it's refrigerated because it's got mayonnaise in it.
Okay. So you're going to make that for several hundred, maybe 1,000 people?
Oh,
Can you?
how much tuna would I need, Robin,
That's a lot of tuna.
for that?
Well, in about 10 years, you'll be able to have apples because you're growing an apple tree, which is pretty cool.
You should.
Oh,
Barbara.
that's a really cool apple
Growing
tree.
an apple
Well, let
tree.
everybody else see it.
It came from a seed.
I bit into an apple, and it had a seed that had a little root coming out of it. And now,
Look at that.
a month and a week later, about 5 weeks ago that was. So there you
What
go.
kind of apple?
Gala.
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 Now, do apples grow in Florida?
No, the gardening lady told me this will
It's not
grow,
gonna
but it
make
won't produce apples. The tree will grow, but it won't produce apples.
Why?
She explained
do with our-
it has to have 900 hours of cold weather. I know.
No wonder
We'll
we don't
see.
grow apples.
And we don't have 900.
We're all citrus. That's right.
I don't know.
Florida.
I don't know. I'm just going by what they
citrus
say.
state.
But Highland Memorial Park, in conjunction with Hiers-Baxley, you guys you've been here a lot of decades.
Yes.
And you always provide the best of care
Thank you so much.
to everything. You
It's
always
very
do.
important to us to give back to the community. We have so many free programs available for surviving family members that are free. It doesn't matter if they've used Hiers-Baxley or not. We just want to help those that are trying to
It's a
heal.
very special thing you do, and everybody can't do it. And personally, I don't want to tell you any stories because they get me upset. But I mean, you guys have been there for us, for my family.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
thank you.
And we hope to
for what
to
you do.
Continue
Do
serving
you show up when we do the Christmas parade when we're sitting on your porch? Do you ever come out?
Yes, we didn't do it last year. We didn't have seating on the porch, and I think we're going to have to switch
Do it
that
Well, how
up
come
and
we
do
don't
it
sit
again.
with us? You should sit with us and just do on the radio.
Am I invited?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
We're on your porch. What do you mean?
Okay, so you're in trouble now. You've invited me.
Well, I mean, the door's right there.
Yes.
We use your bathroom. You can use our microphone.
Okay,
Exactly.
fair enough. I'm doing it. It's a date. It's a date.
All right. So go. Here's another date: May 29th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yes.
The Highland. We will continue to mention this, Barbara.
We appreciate it so much. And if you guys get any questions, you know where to send them.
And should we bring lawn chairs and blankets? or
Lawn
do you
chairs
have
and
seating?
blankets, yes. We'll have some seating available, but we're really hoping that folks will just lay out a blanket and treat it like an old-fashioned picnic.
That'll be really
and
outstanding.
nobody's 6 feet underneath yourself.
None.
Nothing
I
underneath.
promise you will not be sitting
Except
on a
maybe old, like hundreds of years ago.
gravesite. Right.
Did you see they
We could turn
discovered
it-
this fossil of a dinosaur? Did you see that one?
Wow.
Did you see this one? It looked. I mean, it's not bones. It's like the whole thing.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. I wonder how that happened.
I don't know, but don't start an archaeological dig in Highland Memorial Park. Come on now.
And sometimes what you're also providing with this picnic is that sometimes people don't want to go directly to the funeral home just to find out about it. So they can come there during the picnic, and if they so choose, they can look you up and you can have a
Sure.
one-on-one chat
Absolutely.
with them.
We'll have people available that can just answer questions if they want to. They can tour the park. The other thing about it, people don't realize we do, in the United States now, I want to say it's somewhere between 70 and 80% of people are cremated instead of buried now. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
It is the
statistic.
trend.
So if you cremate me, the smell I want popcorn.
Okay. Fair enough.
I want
With butter? And
Yeah.
Butter
Okay.
Pup Theater.
and like
Butter
the
Pup-
theme song for Animaniacs. Like something.
Okay. We can
There
do
you
that.
go. She's taking notes.
I am.
I hope
I'm
you
creating
don't
a
use
file
them.
for you right now, Larry.
Oh my gosh.
But seriously, cremation or not, you can be buried with your cremated remains. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like a body.
And you do have the mausoleum portion.
We have
and
the
you do
mausoleum. We
the-
have this really cool new wall where people. Well, you got to come see it.
This is a wonderful thing that you and Hiers-Baxley
you.
and Highland Memorial
Thank
Park
you so
does.
much.
Thank you for supporting the Literacy Council thing too, by the way.
Yes, for sure.
Like I said, I had no idea the level of your talent.
Well, thank you.
And we do. We want a print of it because we want to hang it in.
Well, we will make
you'll
sure that
get that.
happens.
in the lobby.
Barbara, thank you for coming in. You
Thanks
guys
for
are awesome.
having me.
And definitely come out at Christmas time when we do the Christmas parade.
You better bring me a microphone.
It's weird to talk
have
about
it.
Christmas right now in May.
I know.
May 15th. But.
Golly.
All right. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
We will continue to mention this. But if you're just turning on the radio, May 29th, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m., the Highland Memorial Day picnic in the park. And if you have a classic car, just a car you want to show off, ask about that too. The phone number to call is, Barbara? You know?
877-728. 7288.
7288.
7288. Hello.
877-7288.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Most of the damage done overseas, but a ransomware